Morning, it's Sunday, and we're working on the railroad here at AAA Hobbies in Magnolia, New Jersey. Stop by and see our progress. Every Sunday we do a little more work on this layout. So we've gotten the top level, the middle level, and now we're going to move down to the bottom level, the O-Gauge level, and we're going to basically make this kind of like an O-Gauge toy train layout, in the sense that all these layers up here, the N-scale, the HO, we're doing very prototypical landscaping and buildings, whereas with O-Gauge 3-rail, it's more of a toy train feel. So we're going to take this material, the turf, and we're just going to put it straight down. There's no texture, there's no ground features down here. So it'll look like a grass mat going down, and then we'll put some trees and some O-Gauge buildings around the perimeter. But that's the goal today, is to finish up the bottom level. So I've taken my Elmer's glue, and I've mixed it down with some water in a container. These are handy little jars, you can buy these here at AAA. And I'm just going to brush this white glue on. It's the same thing we did on the other two levels. And I've taken some of this blended turf, the darker blended turf like in the farmer's yard, because I want it to look nice and smooth and grass mat like, and put it in our little container that we built or made. And I'm going to sprinkle this on. So I'm going to go around the whole layout, do this bottom level, and we'll see how. Put trees on the layout, and first step is to take the tree, and these are Bachman trees, Scenescapes trees, and you see they have a base on them, a plastic base. We're going to take that base off and just twist it off. They're glued on, but they come off. Just twist it around. There it is, and that comes off. So now you got the trunk, and what we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole down here into the platform and then glue the tree in. We don't drill all the way through, we just drill down deep enough that we can insert the tree. And you'll see this in a sec. There it is. And then we'll put some super glue in that hole, and it'll make it nice and solid. And then we'll put groundwork around it to cover it. Little accelerator on the super glue. And there you have it. The turf is down on the O-scale area. You can see the spaces for the track to go back down in the buildings. We've drilled holes and put the trees in. Everything's done to the point where now, and this seems repetitive because it's the stuff we've been doing the last couple weeks, but this is the last of the turf. I'm going to put the scenic cement into the atomizer bottle and wet down all this turf so that it dries solid onto here. Put the track back down, and then I think after that, probably next week will be buildings, and I'll take the roads home and airbrush the roads. We'll glue those back down, and then it'll be buildings. I'm going to put some bushes in along the break point between this rock and the turf before I spray it all down. I'm going to put, and you'll notice I'm doing it here, it's Woodland Scenics. It's called Bushes. It comes in different colors. This is light green. I have some dark green also. And I'm just taking these pieces of bush and breaking them up and throwing them down along the edge of the railroad here, or along the edge of the rock face. And you can see I'm just breaking up that edge a little bit, and when I soak down the turf with the scenic cement, it'll soak these down too, and they'll adhere to the base. So now it's time to put on the scenic cement. I have it in my atomizer, and like I did last time, I'm just going to rain it down all over the O-scale area. And I'll do that all the way around the layout. What did we accomplish this weekend? It seemed like we were doing the same thing as last week, and we were actually, but we did the bottom turf area where the O-Gauge trains are, the 3-rail O, and that finishes all the basic turf work. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and focus on each section. Like I'll start probably down with the farm and do the buildings, and do the animals and everything, and build that area, and then come up here. And in the meantime, I'll also take these roads off and paint them and put them back down next week. So come back next week, next Sunday, as always, at AAA Hobbies in Magnolia, New Jersey, and check out Working on the Railroad.